Dear students, I will continue the topic supply, and today we will learn about market supply. What is market supply? इसकी जो definition है वो ये है. It is the total quantity of commodity that all producers are willing to offer for sale at given prices at a point of time. जैसा कि हमने पढ़ा इन केस ऑफ इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई, वहां हमने ये सीखा दैट इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई इज द quantity of commodity that an individual producer is willing to offer for sale at given price. But in case of market supply, we write total quantity of a commodity that all producers are willing to offer for sale. इसमें हम हर एक प्रोड्यूसर की सप्लाई लेते हैं at a given prices. And this market supply, how it is obtained? It is obtained by horizontal summation of individual supplies at given prices. मार्केट सप्लाई हासिल करने के लिए हम हॉरिजॉन्टल समेशन करते हैं. हॉरिजॉन्टल एडिंग अप ऑफ इंडिविजुअल सप्लाई करते हैं एट ए गिवन प्राइसेस. Now it can be more clear with the help of market schedule and market supply curve. और आपको ये समझ में आया होगा कि जो मार्केट सप्लाई है इसमें हम हर एक इंडिविजुअल प्रोड्यूसर की सप्लाई लेते हैं एट ए गिवन प्राइसेस. Now, what is market supply schedule? Market supply schedule. The market supply schedule, which shows total quantity QTI, I mean quantity of commodity which all producers are willing to sell at given prices, in the form of tables, उसको हम कहते हैं मार्केट सप्लाई शेड्यूल। जब हम दिखाते हैं टोटल क्वांटिटी ऑफ कमोडिटी which all producers are willing to sell, offer for sale at given prices in the form of table. जब हम different quantity of a commodity at different prices को हम टेबल की सूरत में दिखाते हैं तो उसको हम कहते हैं मार्केट सप्लाई शेड्यूल। Now we will take some example to show market supply schedule. In simple words, we can say that market supply schedule, it is the tabular presentation. Tabular presentation of market supply. Price, quantity, QTY, I mean quantity, supplied by producer A, quantity supplied by producer B. And in the last column, we will take market supply. यहाँ पे जो हमने मार्केट लिया है इसमें हमने दो प्रोड्यूसर्स लिए। In a market when there are two sellers, that type of market is known as duopoly market. हमने जो यहाँ पे मार्केट लिया है वो है duopoly market, means two sellers in a market. In your example, आप इससे ज्यादा भी ले सकते हैं, producer A, producer B, producer C, D, and then market supply. And this market supply, it is the horizontal, as I have told you, it is the horizontal summation of individual supplies at a given prices. Therefore, this market supply, it is obtained by quantity supplied by producer A plus added by quantity supplied by producer B. That is market supply is summation of supply by producer A and supply by producer B. Suppose the commodity that a producer is supplying in the market is pen. The price of pen, it starts from, let us suppose, 10 rupees per unit. When price of pen is 10 rupees per unit, quantity supplied by producer A, suppose it is equal to 5, and by B it is equal to 10. When price increases to 15, supply by producers will also increase because it will increase their profit level. Then in case of producer A and in case of producer B, it will increase, for example, from 10 to 15. When price further increases, जब कीमत और बढ़ जाएगी from 15 to 20 rupees, supply भी increase होगी. In case of producer A, for example, it increases, ये increase हुआ यहाँ पे for example 10 to 15 units. और यहाँ पे in case of producer B, ये increase हुआ 20 to, sorry, from 15 units to 20 units. Now अब हमें market supply लेना है. और जो market supply, it is the horizontal summation of individual supplies at the given prices. When price is 10, supply by producer A, it is 5 units, supply by producer B, it is 10 units, therefore it will be 5 plus 10 at a price of 10 rupees per unit. Market supply is 15. That is the total supply of commodity pen that all producers, here the producers are producer A and producer B, total producers are 2 here, which they offer for sale at a given price of 10 rupees. Similarly, जब प्राइस 50 रुपीज होगा, जो मार्केट सप्लाई है वो है quantity supplied by producer A, that is 10, quantity supplied by producer B at the same price, that is 50 rupees, it is 15, market supply, that is total supply by all producers, that is equal to 25. When price further rises, जब कीमत फिर इंक्रीज हुआ फ्रॉम 15 to 20 यूनिट, जो क्वांटिटी सप्लाई है बाय प्रोड्यूसर ए वो है 50 एट दिस प्राइस, और जो क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड बाय प्रोड्यूसर बी है एट द सेम प्राइस ऑफ 20 रुपीज पर यूनिट, दैट इज इक्वल टू 20 and it will be equal to 35. Market supply is 35. That is total supply of a commodity by all producers. Total supply, that is 35 by all producers. The producers are producer A and producer B, two producers. That is duopoly market in our example, and the given price is 20. This is the horizontal summation. Therefore, you should remember that in case of market supply, we get the market supply by horizontal summation of individual supplies of all producers at a given prices. इसमें हम horizontally sum up करते हैं individual supplies को at a given price. Now from this market schedule, we will derive market supply curve. अब हम दिखाएंगे मार्केट सप्लाई कर्व हम कैसे डिराइव करते हैं फ्रॉम मार्केट सप्लाई शेड्यूल. Market supply curve. यहाँ पे हम हॉरिजॉन्टल समेशन ऑफ इंडिविजुअल सप्लाईज करू लेते हैं, और जो मार्केट सप्लाई करू है इट इज द ग्राफिकल प्रेजेंटेशन ऑफ मार्केट सप्लाई शेड्यूल। जब हम इस मार्केट सप्लाई शेड्यूल को इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ग्राफ दिखाते हैं तो उसको हम कहते हैं मार्केट सप्लाई कर्व। On vertical axis, we take price of commodity. Here the commodity is pen. Therefore, I will write price of pen per unit. And on horizontal axis, quantity supplied. QTY I mean quantity and SS I mean supplied by producer A. Or I will write quantity supplied on horizontal axis, and here I will write producer A. This A means quantity supplied by producer A or by firm A. And the prices are 10, 15 and 20. 10, 15 and 20. Quantity supplied by producer A वो है 5, 10 and 15. When price is 10 rupees per unit और सप्लाई है 5 units by producer A, this is the price, this is the quantity supplied. जब प्राइस 15 रुपीज है, जब प्राइस इंक्रीज हुआ 10 रुपीज से 15 रुपीज, क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड बाय प्रोड्यूसर ए ऑल्सो इंक्रीज, ये भी इंक्रीज हुआ फ्रॉम 5 यूनिट्स टू 10 यूनिट्स. प्राइस 15 एंड क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड एट दिस प्राइस हुआ है 10. दिस जब प्राइस फिर से इंक्रीज हुआ 50 रुपीज से 20 रुपीज, सप्लाई भी इंक्रीज हुई फ्रॉम 10 यूनिट्स टू 15 यूनिट्स. प्राइस इज 20 एंड सप्लाई इज 15 यूनिट्स बाय प्रोड्यूसर ए. मैं प्रोड्यूसर ए की बात करता हूं. बाय ज्वाइनिंग these points we will get a supply curve. This SS means supply curve of producer A. Now we will take, this is the individual supply curve by producer A. We will derive individual supply curve of producer B. On vertical axis we take price of pen, that is 10, the same prices 10, 15 and 20 rupees. In Indian currency. This is the symbol of Indian rupee. and quantity supplied by producer B at these different prices. They are 10, 15 and 20. When price is 10 per unit, when price of pen is 10 rupees per unit, quantity supplied by producer B is 10. Here. When price is 15, उस वक्त सप्लाई थी 15 यूनिट्स. जब प्राइस फिर से इंक्रीज हुआ 15 से 20 रुपीज, क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड बाय प्रोड्यूसर बी इट इज 20. That is, it also increased from 15 to 20 rupees. 20 units. Now joining these points, we will get upward sloping curve of this. SS is the upward supply curve of individual producer, that is individual producer is B. I will write here this B, I mean supply curve of producer B. Now in the last diagram we will get market supply. So I will write here on horizontal axis, again we are taking quantity supply by, but here in this case it is the total quantity supplied by all producer, that is producer A and producer B. On vertical axis we take the price of commodity. The commodity is pen. In our example 10, 50 rupees and 20 rupees. Now we have to add up these. I will continue this line and we have to add up this. I will write here the symbol of plus sign and I will continue this horizontal, because I have told you that market supply curve, it is the horizontal summation of individual supply curves. इसलिए हम horizontal summation लेंगे. This plus and this it will continue plus. I will write here it will continue, and now horizontally we will add up these individual supply curves to derive market supply curve. And market supply, that is 15 units when price is 10, 25 units when price is 15, and lastly 35 units of pen is supplied in a market by all producers, that is producer A and producer B in our example, when price is 20 rupees per unit. 35. Now when price is 10 rupees, supply by producer A, that is 5 here, 5 units, at the same price quantity supplied by producer B, it is 10 units, and 5 plus 10 here horizontal summation. This line extends to this point, and here it will be at the same price 5 plus 10, that is 15. This much 15 units total quantities supplied. when price increased from 5 from 10 to 15 rupees, at this price 50 rupees जो supply है by producer A वो है 10 units, and at the same price 50 rupees जो supply by producer B है, quantity supplied by producer B है वो है 15 units. Now we will add this 10, and here 10 plus 15, it will be equal to 25 units at the price of 50 rupees. Sorry, at the price of 50 rupees. When price of pen in the market increased to 20 rupees per unit, उस वक्त जो सप्लाई है, क्वांटिटी सप्लाइड जो है बाय प्रोड्यूसर ए वो है 15 units. At this price 15 units at the same price 20 rupees per unit जो सप्लाई है प्रोड्यूसर बी की वो है 20 units. Now we will add up this horizontal summation. This plus this, it will be equal to 15 plus 20, it is equal to 35. Here it will be when price is 20 and market supply is 35. Now joining these points, we will get a market supply curve. This is the market supply curve. This SS, it is the market supply curve. Market supply curve. This is how